Now available in paperback. Those who refuse the gift of eternal life are condemned to wander in the darkness of eternal night. Get your copy of Eternal Night at online booksellers today. I was originally going to premiere one of my older videos that I had put on Patreon called Save Us from Sorry SYSBM Black Men. And I was going to present this video publicly for the first time because I wanted most of the young brothers out there to understand why this SYSBM philosophy is dangerous and why this whole SYSBM philosophy is harmful to them as a black man here in white supremacist America. However, I have decided not to premiere that video because I just don't want to deal with the drama from some of these dysfunctional beta black males who cannot deal with any sort of criticism regarding black men. So I've decided to leave that video on Patreon, and I have decided to shake the dust off my feet as a testimony to those dysfunctional black males, and I decided that it's just better not to present pearls before this small group of beta male swine so that they won't go out here and try to stalk me and harass me like they did during the days of 2019 with the whole passport controversy. Because some of these beta males, they are still upset over that passport video, and I'm not going to try to stir that controversy once more. Now, these individuals are not dictating what goes on this channel because, as I see it, I'm going to go and just make the content I want, and I don't believe I need to deal with the stress from these dysfunctional individuals right now. Because as I see it, this so-called SYSBM philosophy, if these black males want to go that route, then let them go that route and talk about how they're going to go out here and say, oh, this black woman is so bad, so now we have to go out here and pursue relationships with your white and so-called non-black women. So let them go out here and pursue those relationships with these white and non-black women and believe the delusion that they are saving themselves from these so-called bad black women. However, I know that they are not saving themselves from the system of white supremacy that creates most of the dysfunction in the black females they complain about and the white women and so-called non-black women they want to pursue. No, these black males, if they want to go on in that delusion, believing they are saving themselves from the black woman they have feelings about and are so upset about, and not looking at the bigger picture of white supremacy, then let them go on not understanding the bigger picture of white supremacy. Because these same black males who want to go out here and elevate white females to this high position and talk about they are a better choice, they're not looking at the world that I saw a couple of months ago where your Christian Cooper was attacked by Amy Cooper, who called the police on him just for simply telling her that she could not have a dog in a bird sanctuary area, and was practically wanting to use the police as a weapon to murder this man. That they're not looking at the big picture as related to the so-called Becky they want to put on a pedestal. They're not understanding that in this system of white supremacy, that same Becky they want to put on a pedestal and say is so much better than a black woman still has the same mindset that your Carolyn Donham had when she went out here and told her husband and her brother-in-law to go out here and murder Emmett Till. So these guys want to go out here and talk about white women are so great, then let them go on to believe that delusion and let them suffer the consequences in this system of white supremacy. Because some people, that you cannot tell them that the stove is dangerous. No, they have to go out here and experience the stove and find and get their hand burned in order to understand why you shouldn't touch a hot stove. So, as I see it, let these black males go out here and touch the hot stove, because these are the types of black males you cannot help, and these are the type of black males that they just need to go out here and experience getting their hand burned. So let them go out here and get their hand burned. And when they get their hand burnt by the system of white supremacy, then they can just go out here and be just as dysfunctional and bitter and cynical as they already are about this black woman, and then be just as bitter and cynical about this white woman. But I don't, as I see it, need the stress of dealing with these types of black males going out here and trying to stalk and harass me on social media. So, as I see it, I'm not going to give those pearls of wisdom in a public video. No, I'm not going to make that content, because life is too short for me to deal with that kind of stress, and life is too short for me to have to deal with these types of individuals who don't want to learn and want to try to bicker and argue for hours on end, trying to convince me that their points are valid. No, let you experience this system of white supremacy and learn that you cannot save yourself from white supremacy. And while you are so caught up in your feelings about this black woman and want to elevate this white woman and these other women out here, let you understand that the system of white supremacy, it does not see the black man as anybody who they want to so-called save. No, when you go out here and you walk away from your community, you're going to learn what happens when you leave your community to go to another man's community. You are a refugee, and a refugee has to do things by the terms of the people in that country. And when you go to another man's country and you are a refugee, you are not only on his terms, you are still a second-class citizen. And as a second-class citizen, you are not somebody they see as having value. That's something, again, a lot of these black males on the SYSBM philosophy, they don't want to learn, because they're so caught up in their feelings about a black woman. They don't understand that when they go to these other people, these whites and these non-whites, and you start talking about, I can't deal with this black woman. I want to go out here to your country and I want to be a part of your civilization. These people have already built up their civilization, and they already see you as a weak male because you're out here talking about, I'm trying to save myself from a black woman, when in their country a woman is already in a submissive position and she's already seen as somebody who is lower than the man in the order that God created. And if they looking at you and going, look, this guy can't even get his own woman in line. They're not seeing you as an equal. They see you as an inferior, and they see you coming into his country talking about, oh, I want to be in your country because the woman is running me out of mine. They see you as a refugee. They see you as weaker than they are. And this whole philosophy, as I see it, I'm not going to keep arguing and going back and forth with these black males about it. No, I'm just going to shake the dust off my feet as a testimony to these black males. And I'm going to let these black males learn the hard way about SYSBM, and let them learn the hard way about white supremacy, because my life is too short to sit here and make and present a video and have people going back and forth with me and talking about a whole bunch of nonsense. These guys who want to go out here and get these Beckys and these white women and talk about how great this white woman is, I say let them go out here and experience her. I'm not giving them any pearls of wisdom. No, you can go out here, touch the hot stove, but when you get burnt by this system of white supremacy and you find out that Becky's lies are truth even when she's lying, don't come back to the black community looking for help, and don't go looking for anything from anybody black because you wanted to save yourself. Well, now you're out here by yourself, and if you're going to be out here on your own, then I have no dealings with you.